Hello, my friends. It's me again, William Banner here with Tabletop Rolls, and tonight's episode of The League of Amazing Adventurers, a Pathfinder 2e pulp adventure campaign right here on Tabletop Rolls. That's twitch.tv/tabletop rolls for you, those of you watching on YouTube.
Oh, there's two of me.
Whoa.
That's too many.
Speaking of all the fun stuff, there is 2 coops today because I thought I disabled that. Oh, thanks for the sub, Rubik Shoe.
Hi, babe!
4 months already.
Here, we'll just get rid of the guest capture. Boom. I got rid of it on the other one, but not on that one, apparently. Oh well.
I don't know. I like double coop.
Double coop is fun, but it's
You
also
do a great
like
dance number.
there's only so much coop we can take before we reach like maximum coop, and we don't want to get cooped up.
I mean, it is quarantine.
Yeah, so quarantine coop. Oh god. Okay. Anyway.
That is too many of me,
Tonight
I
we are
agree.
joined, of course, by our lovely cast of characters and players. We have the lovely and fabulous to my left on my overlay, but right on your screen. I don't know how it's going to look for you. Well, I do, but I don't. Yeah. Anyway, we have the fabulous Matthew right over there. Say hi, Matt.
Insert catchphrase.
Nice.
Hey.
And then directly to my other side, we have the fabulous Abby in their usual cosplay awesomeness.
Yeah, I peaked at fertilization. It's been downhill from there.
Nice. And then down to right below Matthew, we have our fabulous artist. I guess I want to use people's titles now. So Matthew is now technically our graphic designer here at Tabletop Rolls.
That's true.
And now we also have our lead artist right below him. We have McKenna, the fabulous lead artist for us. To the right, we have Shy. Who everyone loves. A personal ball of chaos, as I've been calling them.
Yeah!
Directly below McKenna, we have the head of the Coop Troop, and the one who will be making all the puns tonight about being cooped up in the quarantine coop is Cooper. So thank you, everyone, so much for coming out tonight. We have a few quick announcements before we get started on the show. The biggest of which being the fact that we're getting a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game added to our rotation next month. That's right, starting on February... Let me make sure I don't get this date wrong. Starting on February 19th, I believe is the date that I gave my other people. Starting February 19th, we're going to be doing our prequel episodes, which are going to be one-on-one sessions where you'll get to meet the cast and their specific characters as they basically begin the adventure before they meet with the party. Guess what? One of the first ones is probably going to be McKenna, and they have a really cool character, and let me tell you, that campaign is going to be happy, I promise.
I don't trust you!
But with that being said,
Out.
that campaign is very much a character-focused sandbox game, so it'll be very open world for our characters. So if you want to see a more JRPG-inspired sort of tabletop RPG, come on down for that one. Next up, other cool announcements include things like we're getting a logo soon, so keep a lookout for that. It'll be really fabulous, I think.
I did not know that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Logo.
And then number 3, I'm starting to continue to upload the things to YouTube now. So we have up to episode 7 or 8 on YouTube again. If you guys want to go get caught up and give us a view and subscribe there, it's Tabletop Rolls everywhere you go. But I think that is enough for all of our announcements today. So we can get right into the game. Last time, our fabulous adventuring party here, our band o' heroes, had helped the Dwarven Emperor, well, the now Dwarven Emperor Drevern, complete his trials of ascension to allow him to become the Emperor. After completing those trials, they went on a fabulous date. Cassandra and the Emperor went on a fabulous date. At least I like to think it was fabulous. I might be biased because I basically was like, man, I haven't gone on a good date for a long time because of this quarantine, and I just really went over the top on that.
The truth come out.
Yeah, right? So, we had the fabulous date between Cassandra and Drevran, which ended with a lovely fireworks spectacular, as well as Cassandra being gifted a magical ring.
Good for her.
And then the party was brought deep underground into a chamber where statues of all the Emperor's ancestors stood. vigil sort of room where they met Drevrin's mother, who explained the story and the legend behind the Lady of Courage that many people this area idolized from their childhood. And Cassandra had a vision where more of her past was revealed, and it was also revealed that she was the catalyst that created the Magistgard Wastes. And so, after that vision, as Cassandra's kind of like kicked out of it, and the rest of the party has noticed this happen and been told all this information, that is where we will pick up this week. Are you, Cassandra, did something happen? Drevrin will say.
Yes. I feel the need to apologize. Though I'm not sure to who exactly. Oh, I don't suppose the Treladarians knew or know that I'm here, do they?
No, not that I would know of. We haven't really, like, if they have a paper, they might know, because, like, that parade was kind of a front page thing.
I am very, very sorry if that causes you any problems in the future.
Cassandra, you could never cause me problems. Don't worry.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Treladar's currently looking for me. And if tensions are already high in your country with them, then I'm afraid I might have just made you a target.
He'll kind of, like, bring his hand up to you, basically. He'll be like, and it would be entirely worth it.
Oh.
I can take care of myself, and Tor is a strong retainer. Do not worry about us. They've already sent one assassin, and they failed.
Yes, but, if apparently they get a hold of me again, things could be much, much worse. I'm afraid I might possibly be, and I don't know if it's still possible anymore, basically a walking nuclear bomb.
What's a nuclear?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what it is. But basically, it looks like remember that play we saw, ages ago.
It deals with one dead body, just one.
Yeah. But it looks like my soul at least once was used in a ritual that created the Magistgard Wastes by destroying the civilization that was there.
Lynx stares at her for a little while, not really knowing how to react, and just starts slowly nodding after a certain point.
Tora will speak up. Well, it sounds like we need booze. Come along, and he'll kind of like grab everyone up and just start like
God, he knows just what to say.
ushering y'all out of here.
God.
And yeah, you guys will be brought to basically a private chamber where there is food, drink, and tea ready to be served, and you guys continue to discuss.
What a king.
I am afraid the Treladarians might be planning on using me again. They have said some cryptic things to me in the past in my head, and well, it doesn't look good. I'm trying to see if I can remember exactly what they said.
Well, if they try to lay a finger on you, Cassandra, I'll cut off every Archmage's head that dares try.
Ooh.
And if I might say, Cassandra, I know that in the face of what seems to be a great deal of negative pressure or interest, you can feel like, your destiny is perhaps being decided for you. But remember, you are not a bomb. You are who you choose to be.
Or be a bomb, because that's cool.
I knew I should have, I should have expected that.
Always choose to be a bomb!
God.
I'd rather not be a bomb
Be
again.
the explosion in everyone's lives.
I mean, in a way, that could almost be interpreted good. I mean,
Almost.
I
Just
interpret
about.
it good.
Nim is nursing whatever she's drinking and trying not to think about how Drevin essentially just threatened to, like, kill her, maybe? If he ever found out that she accidentally helps Trelladar try to find Cassandra. Unwittingly, I might add. But Drevin did fully just say that he would behead Nimbus without realizing that that's what he just said.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
He cares.
It's fine.
I'm gonna look at Drevin and can you tell me anything else about these stories that you were told, specifically about the other 4 wives?
They all died,
I
except
saw them
you.
and I recognized them, but I can't remember much. I don't even remember my husband's name when it all happened.
Well, from what I remember of the story, at least the story that's told here is very centered around you. Many people believe that it was your courage that basically allowed you to return and stop the war. Now, knowing what we know now, it was less your courage and more, magic, but I feel like that story should still stand the way it is. The other 4 women, well, each of them was known to have... In the story, each of the other 4 women had some sort of fatal flaw that brought up their demise. One of them was incredibly wrathful. She attempted to fight her destiny and fight her way out, and that's what cost her her life. Another one attempted to poison those who were working, attempted to poison the men of the area. I cannot remember the other 2 off the top of my head. But that's what at least 2 of them were doing in the story. I apologize, Cassandra. I can't be much more help than that without doing some serious research.
No, it's all right. I've learned more in these past moments than I did the entire time they kept me in Trelladar.
I feel like your husband's name was like Greg.
Doesn't ring a bell.
If you guys want, you guys can make me a society check to try to remember the story.
I don't know just how much Lynx would know about this.
Well, it's
I have, like-
it's an Opal Empire story, but folklore stories get shared around different
Ooh,
societies, so it'll be a
Nimbus.
higher DC.
Nim does
for
a
you
lot
all.
of reading. 20
Yeah.
I don't know if Lynx would know anything about this,
Fair enough.
so he'll sit this one out.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I think they would have kept all those stories from Cassandra in Trelladar at least, so she probably wouldn't know.
Yeah.
then Lynx. Then that's what that does. So Nim, you got a 25, I see.
Good for her.
Like it, we like it.
We'd love to see it.
Hey, guess what, Will? I have a gift for you.
Oh, what's that? Oh, thank you, Dad. I appreciate it.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
To be fair-
shy.
It begins.
Chaos goes either way.
Gave him a fill-in point.
Ah, yes, here we go. One of the women, Nim,
One of the
attempted to basically destroy all the food in the area where they were being held to force them to become freed. And
I will reiterate that to the party.
and the other one, because you got a critical success, the other woman actually murdered a number of her attendants
Oh.
in an attempt to escape.
Girl boss. I love that for her.
What?
Yes, Queen! Fight for what you want!
Yeah, so
Yes,
we
mama.
have one girl who we have one of the wives who's incredibly wrathful and conflict-inducing. She tried to basically create conflict between the attendants and the people working on it who were experimenting on them. We had another one who attempted to poison them with poison and disease. We had another one who attempted to destroy all the food, and we had another one who just straight up killed some of the people.
So, war, famine, death, and pestilence,
Essentially.
right?
Oh,
Interesting. Huh.
This tea is very good.
This tea is delicious. Who made it?
Oh, it was our head tea savant, Iro. And this old man will kind of walk in. It's like, yes, tea is excellent for relaxing after a long day. And he'll kind of put some more tea
I'm
down.
sorry.
And walk out.
Who?
Iro.
Who?
Iro.
Who? No!
Listen, if I'm having an old guy make tea, it's going to be the best tea maker in the world.
As long as he's not calling anyone Ojo-sama.
No.
Ojo-sama.
Ojo-sama.
Oh,
MJ
jeez.
Shamia.
I'm
Not a
surrounded by
settlement.
weaves.
Still, it works. But, yes, you guys have your tea. You guys have all of that. Is there anything else you would like to do that evening? Any other discussions you'd like to have?
How many
Oh,
children are there in this town?
I should probably bring up
Wow.
the incident that happened before we left Latania.
Sure.
At least to the boys. Yes, I should probably mention. I don't suppose you remember. I got these earrings to keep people from, spying on me in my sleep after the first incident. There was, in fact, however, a figure that was standing over me in my sleep before I left Lutonia that the earrings didn't seem to ward off. But I didn't think much of it because we were coming here anyway, so I figured if Treladar knew I was in Latania, I wouldn't be in Latania anymore, so I didn't.
Abby, thinking on it now, Cassandra had realized that was one of the women she saw in her vision.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You see, talking out loud and sharing your concerns can help you trigger something in your mind.
Yes, it can in fact do that, can't it?
Apparently.
Do I recognize which woman it was?
You cannot remember her name, but you can attribute her to the more wrathful one.
The wrathful one. I'm pretty sure it was the wrathful one. But I
Which
can't
might
remember her
explain
name.
that ability you got, too.
Oh, that could explain
God,
that.
are you
couldn't it?
slowly soul merging with all of them?
Oh no. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh dear.
We're gonna have more Abbeys.
Some might call it a mystery.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, it's not a room, so I can't. That's audit.
Well, we'll be on the lookout for that, I think. For future reference. And if I show any signs of being possessed or explosive for whatever reason, feel free to, if it becomes too much of an issue.
God.
You want to tell Drevin that people have permission to do that? Because otherwise we will also get...
Yes,
Just a-
it's just
just
if
a thought.
anyone can do it, and they
You
have
know,
a good reason. It's
I
alright.
can hear with ears. I am in the room.
Here, sorry. Apologies.
It's a small room.
It's a small room, after all. Oh,
That's the
God.
only thing odd about it, you
My
might say.
Disney withdrawal is like
I mean,
hard.
it's also odd that this tea is so good.
It is very nice. Thank you.
It's
This
chamomile.
tea is incredible.
This tea is delicious.
It's chamomile. It's not quite as good from the stuff from Northern Lutania, but
I'm
it's
allergic to camels.
Oh yeah, you seem to be
That
breaking
was a
out.
dumb joke. That was a dumb joke.
Ray, that was a very
Something.
good joke. And Trevor will kind of just say, well, I feel as though you all have a lot to unpack as a group.
There's lots to unpack there.
I mean, we did get off the boat and go right into a parade, so we haven't actually unpacked yet.
I mean, that's fair. Our attendants have done so for you already in your separate chambers that we have.
Oh yes,
Um,
rich people.
If the four of you need anything, feel free to call for an attendant. Cassandra, if you need anything, let me know, and he'll kind of walk away.
Drevin, actually,
Before he
Yes?
walks- yeah, you.
if I may have a word with you, I'll walk with you.
Oh, of course. Come. I was just
I'm-
about to
I'm-
go for my evening stroll through the garden.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay.
Before
Sorry,
you
Cass.
go, Cassandra's gonna walk up to me and say, thank you again, and she's gonna kiss him on the cheek.
Oh.
He
I was
is
about to ask.
visibly going to like you. He is going to blush, like hardcore blush. Is what I say. Well, that is a joy I have not felt in some time. And he'll kind of like kiss you back on the cheek, and then he'll say, I suppose later then? Yes, we can really talk to each other whenever. Yeah. All right. Walk in the garden time. He starts heading out.
I give Cass like a subtle.
Precious.
I walk
The
away.
new emperor, ladies and gentlemen.
New empress,
And-
perhaps.
in his new
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah, we're walking.
Yeah.
And we're walking.
The
and
garden is
walking.
beautiful. There's like a number of sort of pink bushes around it that would normally have flowers on. He says yes, but some child comes and picks them every 3 days for some reason.
God.
I confess, I have been deeply bothered and concerned about the matters of your border and Treladar's recent encroachment.
It's fine. Treladar, while they may be troublesome, are often spineless mages in their work. They'll work through more deceptive means than out in the open, I find. You know, using things like divination to gather information about where you are in the evenings or possible agents and such.
Would you say you are committed to a peaceful resolution with Treladar?
If it would depend on the situation. We've always had a bit of a strenuous relationship, to say the best, Nim. Treladar has often attempted to put us under their heel, and every time we've pushed back, the battles, while not decisive, have often been more trouble than we're worth to them.
Naturally.
Now, of course,
Drevin, if I asked politely,
I wouldn't be opposed to a peaceful reasoning. It's just, well, to put it quite frankly, Nim, we aren't the ones who often throw the first punch.
no, of course not. Drevin, will you promise me that you will only resort to violence with Treladar as a last resort?
I cannot make that promise. They've already taken the head of my... Well, not the head, but they've killed my father. There's going to be some retribution for that. Whether that be simply us sending their assassin back to them in pieces or other means.
Metal.
You seem quite attached to such a far-off place for you. Is there a reason why, Nim?
It's not a far-off place for me. That's actually, where my family is from.
Ah. Well, I'm sure you wouldn't try to kill me, or your family wouldn't do the same, so do not worry, Nim.
Drevin, please get a better spy network.
I mean, I've only been...
this as cordially as possible.
Nim, I've only been emperor for like 2 hours officially. I haven't had a chance to meet with my spy network.
I would meet with them because
They suck, is what
I-
she's trying to say, Your Highness.
Oh
you
my
have allowed
god.
Oh, hello, Ray.
you have allowed
Oh god, we lost her. Where did she go?
My god.
you have allowed the daughter of the archmage who is building the settlement on your border to prepare your food and walk with you alone in this garden.
And it's
And-
at that moment that Dreverin's face will change slightly. So he'll kind of like just chuckle slightly to himself. Nim.
Drevin,
And like as he's saying that, he's going to actually put the crown onto his head.
Ooh.
And then a moment will pass.
Oh.
I'll need you to come with me for some time right now.
I understand. I will do as you ask, but I warn you that giving Trelladar a martyr might not be in your best interest.
I would not kill you, your friend, nor would I hurt you. I can promise you that.
I feel like I missed something important.
Ray, you're free to come with us if you'd like. Honestly, I think you'll enjoy what we're about to do.
Okay.
So back in the room, has everyone else tried the tea? It's real. I'm sorry, I know I'm bringing this up a lot, but
What snack would you say pairs best with it, Professor?
Goldfish.
the cookies with the jam in them.
Ray is
It's
omnipresent.
delightful.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. You know, I think I might give it a shot myself.
Yeah, the snack that smiles back.
A cookie fish.
That sounds unnerving.
It's only unnerving if you don't eat the head first, Tora says.
Yeah.
Christ.
But yes, so, jumping back to the other scene. Nim, you are being led through the palace. Not, like, aggressively. Like, he's not, like, holding onto you by the scruff of the neck or anything. He's simply walking beside you with purpose. Well,
Should
this
we
is
be
good to
worried?
know. It'll be fine, Ray. I will not kill your friend.
I didn't think you would, but now I do.
But now that you've said it,
But now that
When you say it like that, it's actually not all that much of a comfort.
I would have a
was
very
never
difficult
until you
time.
said it right now.
I would have a very difficult time doing that. Cassandra cares a lot about you, and I would not want to break that trust. He kind of begins leading you down like a stairwell into a very ominous sort of room. The stone becomes work stone, tiles and bricks. It almost becomes like a cell-y area. Like there's several cells that are just empty. It starts leading you down like this long hallway of metal slotted doors. As you walk down the hallway, you can just hear basically like the snoring of people in these cells. This is where we hold the people who need to be held indefinitely. Kind of like we'll go to the end of the hallway and open up a door. And inside of that door is, chained to the ground on their knees, a human man that you, Nim, will recognize as Jeeves.
Jeeves?
Gunther, sorry.
Gunther.
Yeah, my brain. I was like,
Oh
Jeeves?
it's like half the time I call Butler Jeeves, the other half I call him Gunther. And it's like sometimes my brain mixes signals. I apologize, but yeah, sitting there is Gunther. Not really sitting there.
Gunther.
Man,
Some
you know
slight
this guy.
differences. His head has been shaved.
He had such beautiful hair.
It was like silver fox, like short hair. It was very nice looking.
Ooh,
We love a silver fox.
He is in like tattered clothing. And he is still soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Oh
They're
no!
torturing him, Nim.
Ah.
No, it's a really weird day spa.
God.
Professor, please.
I'm not even here.
No.
These cookies have chocolate in them.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nim, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. He'll kind of like begin to unsheath his blade.
Oh.
You gotta kill him.
Oh no.
God.
This
And he
man
will
might have
hand
written-
you this, essentially, this wakakazi. It's like beautiful
You say
long
that?
blade.
Don't know what to do with it.
It's fine. You're not going to stab him with it yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I mean, to be fair, she doesn't have proficiency in martial weapons.
No, I
doesn't.
truly like. I like touch it, but I'm not going to pick it up because I will fully drop it. I don't.
But I
She
just
knows
hold it there, it's
herself.
like,
Good for her.
This is a blade blessed by the spirits that watch over our nation. I myself am what you would call a champion of those spirits.
That's dumb.
Ray,
Sorry.
Would you like to punch the evil assassin a few times?
I'll go. This seems like a really.
This seems out of my zone.
Yeah.
I mean,
this seems like an A and B conversation. So I'll head. I'll be at the beginning of the prison if you need me.
okay. And then he kind of like pulls out a small notepad and just jots down a note. Will only punch children? ? Closes that. It's like, this sword has a number of properties imbued into it. For one, it can cut ghosts, which is useful. But for number 2, it is able to cast certain spells each day. One of which strongly encourages the people within an area to answer questions truthfully.
Would that spell happen to be Zone of Truth?
It works similarly to it.
You know, I do have Zone of Truth prepared, if you'd rather I just use that.
I would... Nim, remember what you just told me. Do you understand?
And remember that I told it to you voluntarily.
I know, but... You know, there's a certain amount of due diligence that needs to happen now. And he'll kind of like... Just like take the sword and he'll actually like stab it into the ground. And as he does... This like sort of like shimmering light will appear in the area, very much like Albedo's like E if you play Genshin. But this sort of like shimmering area will just appear. And Nim, I need you to make me a will saving throw.
Oh.
The DC
Is Ray gonna
is
come back?
35.
Oh, I don't think I'm...
So that is a failure, but not a critical failure.
That was a high.
Yeah, 35. I don't think I'd be able to make that. Unless, even if I crit.
McKenna, blink 4 times if you want me to come back.
Can you see me?
To be fair, the item is casting it at a... Well, to be fair, the item has a high caster level DC. Like, this item is equivalent to magical power to, like, a deck of many things. Like, it's a relic.
I'm actually fine with failing this anyway.
Plot.
And the assassin will make a roll that you guys
The
will not
what?
see.
The
His
what?
name is Gunther. He has a
The
name,
what?
and his name is Gunther.
His name may be Gunther, but right now he is the assassin.
Right now, you're about to be dead.
And
Assassin.
with that, Drevin will kind of walk over to him and put his hand on Gunther's like shoulder, and some holy light will go into him, and he'll kind of like he was knocked out beforehand. Say it's 0 hit points, but a lay on hands has given more health.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther kill the Emperor?
Good for Gunther.
I mean,
What else looking like? Kill the fucking emperor.
Nim, have you
He's
ever
a
come across
good
this
butler.
person before?
We're waiting him.
I said yes.
Oh,
Oh, I couldn't
I don't
hear
think
you.
I might picked you up.
Oh, I was a
Yeah.
very quiet
Your mic did not pick you up.
Yeah.
He's assing.
And like upon hearing your name, he will look up and you will just see terror in his eyes.
No.
Betrayal. You
I
betrayed
can't
him.
look him in the eye. I can't.
He's trying to look you like right in the eyes, like, what is she doing down here? How did you get her already? It's like, oh, she was here as my guest, believe it or not. As
I
are
know,
you
Jennifer.
I'm
currently.
so upset that I'm missing this. I am so upset.
And this is all while the crown is on.
Ray kind of like wanders back over. I got lost. I heard a bunch of noise.
Ray, if you'd like, I could lock you in one of these cells.
ooh, kinky.
Ooh.
I mean,
Tell Cassandra you said that. I got a man. Thank you very much.
Christ.
I'm not there.
Jesus.
All right, but he'll kind of continue. It's like, and what's your relationship with him, Nim?
This man was a butler in my home
He kind of
for
will
my
look
entire
and
life.
he'll smile. Oh, so she's the weak point of your masters you were alluding to.
Oh my god, you guys know each other? That's crazy!
That's crazy.
Hey, you should unlock him. She just said she knows him.
Not quite yet.
Oh, dear.
It's crazy.
That's so crazy. What is
Why
he
don't
doing
you
here?
tell her what your mission was, Gunther? If you don't speak, we have ways to make you do so. He'll kind of like walk towards the edge of the area where the chain is. He'll open up a box where there's a scroll. He'll touch the scroll to basically like one of the chains and wrap it around it, and then just jolt of electricity will come through it.
Oh,
He'll continue to stare at you, Nim, almost pleading, like looking at you like with like a run sort of eyes.
I don't think that's a translator.
Kind of smiles. It's like, oh, Bray.
Ray's just standing there like, I don't know what's going on, but it's so intense.
Nope. If I had a programmed illusion.
if you what?
If I had a programmed illusion, I could make this more enticing to Ray. He kind of just laughs to himself. Gunther will kind of look up and just say, I was tasked with killing the Emperor in his line of succession.
Oh shit.
And who were you tasked to do this by? Gunther will kind of hesitate for a second. You'll see Drevern starting to go for another scroll. He'll notice it. He'll stop and say, by Treladar's newest head of conflicts, Nim, your mother.
Oh shit.
Dun dun dun.
Nim, your life is so interesting.
Oh my god.
Ray, please, I'm begging you. This is the most awful night of my entire life. Please.
Oh,
And it's just so interesting.
it's so interesting. Do
Is
you
it-
want me to do something? I feel like I'm just standing here eating chicken.
I mean,
It's very good chicken.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want me to do something?
No, I actually would like you to do the opposite of something, which is absolutely nothing. Please, I'm begging you.
Oh, okay.
so that's a lot to ask, Ray.
I know
That's a lot to
that's a
ask,
big
Ray.
ask. I know that's a big ask.
Okay, I'll just stand here and watch then.
You're a dear friend, Ray.
Uh-huh. So is he.
Oh.
Wow.
Shots fired!
Omnipointed
Oh,
voice
no.
here. You know she has a point.
Ray's learning a lot from Nim right now.
Nimbus. So just know, Nim, that our relationship has become complicated now.
Woof.
Ooh, that's never a good phrase.
It was complicated before. Now
Oh.
you just know about it.
Damn.
Unfortunately, ignorance is bliss sometimes.
It's not all bad, though.
Good point.
You have now a very useful bargaining chip.
Oh.
My parents care about 3 things, that being gold, status, and their legacy. And beyond their own lifespan, that's just me.
The crown will begin to... I don't want to say like fluctuate, but the crown will begin to sort of like let off in very ominous red glow.
Can I detect? It's magic. Can I just read aura?
Yeah, you can. It is transmutation evil.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Said not to do anything, but I'm just gonna roll real quick and see what happens. So I rolled a 27. Can I like attempt to like swiggity swoop that crown off his head?
Oh,
Yes, you
no.
As you
I can't-
attempt to do so, Ray, I need you to make me a fortitude saving throw.
You got it. I swiggity swooted to get that crown off his head because I didn't like what was happening, and
Can I
now.
have more tea?
Yes, I found a cheese plate too.
Was it 22?
Okay, as you lay your hands onto it, it lets out a sudden, basically, jolt of just dark energy. It's not necromancy,
Cool.
but it's like in Pathfinder, you can actually take alignment typed damage, and it's literally evil damage.
Cool, I want it.
Oh my god.
You manage to
Oh
take
boy.
it off, but he will actually like grab it and like kind of be in a tug of war with you, kind of.
Perfect. Let's go.
You're
Let's
fighting
go.
the Emperor for his crown.
And say, Ray,
This
He's
is
being a
fine.
dick.
I need to have that on to do this. I can't
Yeah,
do this without this.
I need that.
Ray's like, okay, I'll give it back if you stop being an asshole to Nim.
That's kind of what the
that
crown.
is emitting very evil energy.
Yes, because sometimes to rule a nation, you have to do things that aren't good.
Yeah, but you overstepped when it involved my group.
Oh.
I
She
wasn't
does.
Wow.
going to do anything.
She does care.
I like
We can go all day, bud. All day.
I like how when there are no children around, we are her priority.
Yeah,
That is true.
he'll kind of like, not like he'll loosen the tension slightly. Say, I will not return it on them.
Okay.
It imparted enough of the idea to me that I think I know where I need to go with this.
Okay. Ray starts to loosen her grip, but she's still like watching him. She's like,
That's fair. He'll actually go in and say, Ray, you carry a dagger with you.
always, and an eyeball.
Can you hand it to Nim?
The eyeball.
The dagger.
The eyeball?
I'd like to point out the eyeball is probably not doing very well at this point, and it's
Yeah,
probably
it's just
like
Real stinky.
It's
Really?
real nasty.
real drippy jelly.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah, sure. Ray slowly pulls it out and looks at Nim. Look in my eyes.
I'm looking.
I'm looking.
On the count of 3. Are you ready?
Ready for
Oh
what?
no.
Very scared.
How to cause an
That's a
interest.
28. Ray throws the dagger at the Emperor like. Ugh.
But rather well, don't you two think?
That'll hit. It'll go into his
I
shoulder
knew that
blade.
one rather well.
I'm not trying to like kill him, but let's go.
Oh wow, that's so much better.
Did you just try to assassinate the Emperor?
No, I just tried to hurt him. Let's get the fuck out of here.
She clearly said she's not trying to hurt
Wipes
kill
off.
him.
You're voluntarily. I don't understand.
Tackle Ray.
There's no time for this. She's like dragging Nim to get out.
Nim, tackle her.
What strength? Look, Matt, with my 10 in strength, you want
It's
me to
the
grapple
gesture.
the monk?
You know what? I should
kidding
stop. I should stop. I'm not here. I'm enjoying a lovely brie.
me?
Will's like,
There's Bree here.
No,
I
You didn't
should
tell
have
me it was
never.
Bree.
Will in his
Fine.
DM mind is like, I should have never invited Ray. I
Oh,
should
it's
have never
fine.
invited
Ray will get what's coming to them.
So true, though.
But yeah, as you do that, he'll literally just pull the dagger out and heal himself. Ray, it looks like he gives 0 Fs about you.
God damn it, Nim! We could have ran by now, you idiot.
Like,
No.
Nim,
Trevin,
his fate is in your hands, and he'll hand you the dagger.
I am not taking it.
Good for you, Mama. You know what you want.
Drevin, respectfully, not all of us have a magical crown that we can put on that makes us do things that normally our morals would not allow us to do.
Then that's your choice. And he kind of will just put the dagger back into his sheath. Ray, I'll be keeping this.
Oh no, that is a striking rune on it.
Yes, it
My
does.
bad.
No!
Oh no!
That's okay. He won't be keeping it.
It's an athletics check to try to disarm him if you want.
Okay.
You have to
Or
get
you
his fortitude DC is plus 18, so you need a 28.
27.
That's a failure.
Incredible.
All right. I'll just talk to Cassandra later.
Yeah.
Paddle on him to Cassandra. Actually, that's
I'm just gonna tattletale.
That's fine.
And get my dagger back.
See, that's not actually where I thought you were going with that.
So, that's your choice then?
Is
Ooh, me or her? There's two people.
Oh, me or her?
Why do I feel like there's going to be unintended consequences of this decision?
He'll walk over to the side of the cell where that scroll box was and the number of levers. He'll kind of start pulling down the levers and the chains will kind of loosen. Around Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
If you want him to have his life is his.
Why? I don't understand.
Because as you said, I have a bargaining chip now. And congratulations,
Fucked up.
Nimbus. On your new station. And he'll walk away.
We could have ran.
Do you intend for me to stay down here?
No, you can leave. I'm just trying to be dramatic.
Understood. Drevin, wait. I hope you understand that the reason I brought this information to you was not to do more damage, but to mitigate the damage that might come if I didn't share this information. If war breaks out between Treladar and the Opal Empire, there will be countless casualties and suffering on both sides, for my parents and you alike.
And he'll look at you and say, and I hope you understand, because it sounds like you do care for your family as much as I do. That man took my father's life. And then
I do understand.
he'll kind of just look to you and says, and I would like some sort of repercussion from that.
Oof.
Oh, I got an idea.
Yes, Ray, what's your idea?
A dowry.
Are you suggesting
dagger.
I marry Nimbus?
Yes.
Kinky.
Peace between the kingdoms. Am I right?
I mean, that's a really good way to get assassinated, and also, I honestly, Nim, I don't think you roll that way.
I don't.
Yeah.
I really, truly don't.
Yeah, see,
I was just trying. Listen.
And
Listen.
also, I don't think Cassandra would ever forgive me.
well,
Probably
technically,
not, no.
and Nim, I'm purely saying this because it has historical context for this, for, like, my family and such. Like, technically, like, people don't care about polygamy, but it's not my thing.
Don't worry.
Cassandra might.
I know, it's not my thing either, is what I'm saying.
It's just girl code. It's just girl code.
Yes,
It's
you don't,
just girl
Enter
code.
into an arranged marriage with someone who just went on a really fabulous date. It's just.
Okay, like
just
how I
don't
just
do
tried
it.
to stab the emperor for you.
died, you know?
I mean, to be fair, no wound, no foul, Ray.
Oh my god.
Can I get my thing back?
Only if you ask nicely.
Oh my god.
So no.
That's the first time and only time I'll say it. Please.
There you go.
Oh.
Thank you.
No worries.
I still gonna tell Cassandra though.
Also, would you like someone to cast a keeping cantrip on that eyeball that's mush?
Oh no, it's cool. This is part
Okay,
of the appeal.
cool. I just thought I'd check.
Watch, one
Some
day
people
we'll
just
fail.
really like jellied eyeball.
One day we will fail a stealth check because that thing just reeks.
It smells awful.
Gunther will kind of join you, Nim.
He will not be making my food anytime soon. That's for certain. Trevin, this is the last thing I will say on the matter. But I pray that your retribution does not bring more pain upon your people.
My retribution will not be for some time, I think.
Best served cold, etc., etc.
Tee-hee-hee.
So how do you make tea out of camels?
Gunther will say,
Good question.
I'm afraid, Miss Ray, that it is simply a brand name and not a methodology of creating it.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes. And Drebin will look over to Gunther and say, leave. You got in here, you can get out. It's like, of course.
Goodbye.
I hope you understand it's simply business. It's like, I do.
Oh, Nim still can't look at him.
Gunther or the Emperor?
Gunther.
Oh.
Poor Gunther.
Poor Gunther!
Poor Gunther.
Poor Gunther.
My man's just assassinated a whole... That's regicide!
It's
That's
fine.
regicide, man!
Yes, that is the definition of regicide.
That's not a real word.
That is indeed the definition.
Yes.
Word of the night.
And there's a lot of good words like that.
What do you do when they put your emperor in the morgue? Oh no!
You party. That's what you do.
I mean,
I'd like
yeah,
to
you might not
party.
have liked him.
So, Nim, anything else you'd like to do this evening?
Ray tried real hard to help
Man,
you out
if
there.
you wouldn't have told him this, none of this would have happened.
I know, but she couldn't just not say anything.
Yep. You just would have never seen Gunther again.
High Peak, you've changed Ray's opinion about you mightily.
Oh.
I don't know if it's in a good way or a bad way.
You have one last clue. Oh god.
Chat,
Chad, you're really something tonight, I gotta say.
But yeah, so, does anyone else have anything they'd like to do this evening?
I need to go to bed.
Oh, I should probably go tell Cassandra. Shit.
I mean,
Links and Chip are just very relaxed
yeah.
with their tea and cookies.
well, I was hoping to strike up a conversation with Lynx. And how are you doing, my friend?
You know, I'm fine personally. This tea really has calmed me down quite a bit. I'm not thrilled, I must say. Finding out that Cassandra was the one to create the wastes is wearing on me, but it's clearly
No.
not her fault.
Our friend group.
I'm sorry either way.
Oh
It's-
yes, you. Cassandra is here.
I simply cannot blame you.
Ray walks in and goes, Cassandra, a word?
If you'll excuse me.
Ah, you guys were gone for a long time.
Oh yeah, we were. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Should Cassandra be jealous?
No.
Uh,
Patently, no, she should not be
Oh.
jealous.
Don't worry. I trust you.
okay, come here.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
I trust you.
What on earth have I done to earn that? I think Nim just bursts into tears right there.
And then Tora will make the comment, well, this is where I make my exit. He'll walk out.
Cassandra will take Nim's face in her hands. Oh, Nim, what's wrong?
Have some tea?
Ray's just shaking her head
I'll
like,
fill everyone in on the
Wait.
situation.
Would you like a hot drink?
Well,
listen, your love.
and it might not be the best idea. I don't suppose we could catch that butler before he left.
No, I don't know where he is.
We should probably go home.
You rang, Lady Nim.
Oh no.
I most certainly did not.
It does raise the question, what are we to do now? We went on this trip because we felt we were indebted to the now emperor, and
Well, one
he-
of us is.
well, he showed us a lovely time up until tonight in a weird way. But I am a bit of a loss now as to how we ought to proceed. Does anyone have any suggestions? Like, what is the path before us now? Do we want to perhaps investigate this familiar lead of yours, Nim?
I don't know what to do.
Well, that's all right.
I am hesitant to suggest it, but perhaps we may find more answers in Trelladar.
Are you absolutely sure about that? We don't have any real obligation to go there, and it would
And what
likely
would
be
we
a great
do?
risk to you. Yeah, we would need a plan of some kind, I would think.
They definitely know more than they let on when I was there. Actually, the reason I ran away in the first place was because I came across a room full of old portraits, and I was in some of them, but it wasn't me. It was an alive version of me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, you know how I'm very pale and my hair has no color and all that? Well, in the pictures, I was rosy-cheeked and I had brown hair and I was next to this man and I didn't know who this man was. And so they definitely know more about these past events than they let me know originally.
There are a great many strange and marvelous things in this world, Ray. Amongst them are certain individuals who are, for lack of a better term, born from death.
That's cool.
It can be. It
All
can
right.
be.
So, Cassandra, we really gotta talk.
Yes, I'm coming. Excuse me. What is it, Ray?
Okay, so I know Nim just like spilled the beans, but I would really recommend you rethink that friendship of yours.
With Nim?
Nim and the Emperor and the Emperor and the Emperor and maybe Nim.
I can see where you're coming from with
I think I'm a very brutal person, but what I just witnessed down below,
What exactly did you witness, Ray?
It was so dramatic, my ears fell off.
These things happen.
These things happen. Sure, Nim just sold out her entire family to the Emperor. And the Emperor is not a good guy. He's seeking revenge real hard, so I have a feeling your involvement's gonna play a big nuclear bomb extravaganza in that.
Oh dear.
So that's all I'm gonna say. Do with that what you want, but I warned you, so now I feel guilt-free.
God.
Oh man, if only warning your friends about relationships that's how it actually works.
It doesn't work.
Truly. If the work just ended there.
Yeah, if only.
I know you got a lot on your plate. Obviously, found out the Greg maybe and all that jazz. But maybe rethink your friendships.
Right,
Yes, maybe rethink your friendships and romantic partnerships just a little bit.
To be fair, I haven't had the best luck with romantic partnerships, have I?
Oh no, obviously, clearly, especially after tonight.
That wouldn't be the first one I would go to. I would go to the husband who killed me first.
Oh, yes. But obviously you're being used as a nuke in war, so...
Subtlety truly is not Ray's strong point, huh?
Ray is
Again.
a blunt instrument.
Again, what does
Definitely
it
take your words
do?
into consideration.
Okay, cool. Listen, I did my part. I stabbed him tonight. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh!
well, we're still alive. alive, so it must have went well.
Well, he's got healing powers, whatever.
That's good to hear.
Okay, bye.
Paladins, man, they're great.
Night, Ray.
Hey Ray, try the cheese.
Try the great stuff. It's delicious.
There's actually a really nice cheese that like was brought in specifically for Ray. That is like a cheddar that has caramel inlaid with it.
Not sure how I feel about that.
It's
Ray
actually
will,
really delicious. I highly recommend it. You can buy it at Sobeys.
Amazing. I will definitely put some in my pocket for later.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Pocket cheese, you say?
Oh no.
Right. So unless you guys have anything else you'd like to do that night, you can
Lynx
all
has
get
just got a
a
kind of stew.
full night's rest.
Woo!
And in the
Um,
morning,
I'll have some kind of
Just out of curiosity, where are we staying? And after this interesting little revelation tonight, were there changes made to our arrangements?
nope,
Okay.
you're still honored guests.
Good for us.
You get a full night's rest.
Mhm.
The next morning, you can wake up. Yes, Abby?
Oh, I was gonna say Cassandra does not take a sleeping potion tonight, just in case.
That's
Aw.
fair.
That is fair.
And yeah, you guys rest up. And in the morning, you guys can wake up. You enter your sort of like communal main room that you have in this section of the palace. And the day is yours. Standing there is an attendant who says, if you wish to leave the island, we of course can arrange your transport whenever you wish, or if you wish to stay to relax a bit longer, that's fine as well.
Bit of a cloud over things.
I don't know about you, but I would like to stay a little longer. I've never been to this continent before. And
Why does everyone want to stay? Why are we not leaving after what happened?
You know what? If Cassandra wants to take a little extra time to look around, I think we should.
And
Okay.
to be, I hate to be something in this, but Ray, to be fair, the man that, the man down in the basement, no offense, Nim, is an assassin. He is guilty of regicide. He killed the Emperor's father. What exactly was done in that dungeon that was exactly unwarranted?
Is there proof? Are we about to like?
Fake
I
news.
mean, to be fair, why else would they imprison a butler in the basement from a far-off nation?
Because hierarchy and there's a war between the bloodlines, so clearly they're like, any person could have killed him. This guy clearly is the butler of the head of
Well-
the family. I don't know. All I'm saying is everything's suspicious.
I mean, to be fair, the nation, the Treladar, the nation that is in conflict with this nation now, isn't even where Nim's family is from, unless I'm mistaken. So it's not like a battle of royal bloodlines. They are I believe, a noble house.
The dog behind me begs to differ.
That is
the
true.
dog,
That
the
is
dog
what he's
is
saying.
correct. My family is actually originally from Treladar. We moved to Latania. I mean, essentially for business reasons. There's money to be made in magic in Latania, and while there is power to be gained with magic in Treladar, it was too good of a business opportunity to pass up moving to Latania and selling our wares and services there, and we did quite well for ourselves, but I can only imagine what the Treladar government has offered my family to do what they're doing is a substantial amount of gold and platinum.
No, there's no gold involved in that offer at all.
Well, just platinum then.
It's all platinum
And-
here.
And so, that unfortunately almost kind of just reinforces my point that they killed this emperor possibly just for money.
Money, money.
So
Money.
I know this man may mean a great deal to you, Nim, but I'm having a hard time finding a great deal of sympathy for him.
The dog behind me concurs.
The dog needs to cite sources.
I'm not asking for anyone's sympathies, actually. I feel a great deal of conflict myself. Obviously, I've known this man for my entire life, but regicide is something I cannot abide by and will have nothing to do with. So, there's that.
I understand.
Not to mention, if Trelladar succeeds in what they are attempting to do with you, Cassandra, then it is not just going to be the Opal Empire that suffers for it. We're talking thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people.
At least 8.
If there is
Solid
something within
9.
my power to do
A
to
mighty
change
9.
that from happening, or to at least make it harder for it to happen, and I didn't do it,
What are you suggesting, though, Nim? What would be the plan, or even our
I've already
objective?
done what I can do at the moment, which is selling out my entire family.
Well, no. Do not be so hard on yourself. You have done nothing to actually sell out your family. Everything that is known about your family in regards to this conflict was already known.
You didn't
I'm
see
inclined to
Trevor
agree
last
with the
night.
professor. You did what you thought was necessary in the moment, and I don't think that that is a bad thing.
And honestly, you kept your hands perfectly clean. You could have, if you were simply looking to gain influence or secure your own safety, you could have killed the butler in the dungeon. No one would have known, other than Ray.
Bye.
And Ray probably would have been proud of you.
I think you managed a very difficult situation and kept your hands very clean. I don't believe you have anything to be ashamed of here. Your parents' actions are not yours.
True.
Well said.
There are a
However,
number.
you don't want to turn into them.
No.
Also throwing that out there.
There are a number of people, including some in this very room, who are alive now because of your actions. I mean, think about it. We helped pay for the resurrection of the Gob Squad. Who else would have done that?
Well, hopefully, ascendancy. Maybe.
Mm.
Depends
Anybody
on
with
whether
conscience.
or not he is currently enchanted. Oh, my life is a nightmare.
Well, perhaps we should start picking at some small thread of that and trying to turn it into a more happy dream. We can start small. We could, what was that horrible woman's name who was pulling Ascendancy's chains? We could kill her. I never liked her.
About
What if we just stopped murdering for like 5 minutes?
You know, you're right.
You guys, stop murdering!
I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm sorry. Where is that butler?
You rang.
Fuck.
Some coffee, please. I am not myself.
Nim jumps out of her skin because I don't think she realized Gunther was in the room.
Oh wait, that butler?
No, I'm the butler for the Dwarven Empire. All butlers
Yeah.
sound the same.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a little
You
offensive, but
seemed familiar.
Now, if you say our name 3 times, we will show up.
I thought we had to ring a little bell.
All right, Noelle.
God.
Oh no, we got rid of
Cassandra?
that one. They were scaring the guests.
Oh, Cassandra, I hate to have put a cloud over this wonderful vacation of ours. So I think if you want to have an extra day in town to shop around or do something fun and eat some food, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm too nervous to eat, but
There's a very good ramen shop in town.
I don't know what that is.
What's a ramen?
It's a pork broth with the noodles and some meat in it. It's very good.
You know, I've heard that that can also be chicken broth.
It can be, but it's more classically pork.
Interesting.
I've also heard these rolls of rice and fish.
Ooh.
Yes, those exist. They're not my favorite, but they exist.
Steamed bun filled with meat.
What if you had a fourth wall?
Nah.
Actually, I just have a question for the professor.
Oh?
Before we got to the city, in that little dream quest thing you sent us on, there was this book with a very familiar character in it.
I'm sorry, a dream?
With what was that woman's name? The one who might have ascendancy under the.
Oh God, Alessandra. Yes, you had that dream too. I had a dream where we were in a mansion and we had been sent there by the professor, and Alessandra was there. It's I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that we both had the same dream. But I guess it's a good thing that I alone am not dreaming about Alessandra. That would be bad.
You know,
But-
I start making
So had
coffee
this
for everyone.
So wait, we all had the same dream?
I don't remember.
That's fair.
But in this dream, there was this little girl, and she was reading a book, and in the book,
I
there was a
remember.
rat character who remembered both of you.
The book about the rat detective. I remember. Have you read it?
No.
Oh,
I love it.
I read a book about a cat detective.
Oh, really? Tell us everything about that in exhaustive detail.
I think it was called The Cat Returns, but I wasn't quite sure because I don't know where he came from. There was no.
Is it a
prior-
sequel?
He always
Uh,
came back the very next day.
Ah,
Oh.
Was it a sequel to the book about the rat detective?
maybe.
That-
Did the
No.
wait? Did the cat detective eat the rat detective?
No.
That's juicy.
Oh.
Oh, I
juicy might not be the word I would use.
I didn't mean literally.
He might have been juicy.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
I do not care for that word.
is this what we're doing tonight?
Apparently.
See.
Well,
I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything about a dream. It sounds like a story, not a very well written one. I can't imagine whoever came up with that idea.
It was a very well done story, thank you.
Quiet, voice.
Scary at times. There were hands coming out of the wall. Did you also dream about the hands in the walls?
I did.
Oh, I figured those were the night terrors yet again.
It was bad. I haven't. Huh. I'm glad that was not a prophetic dream because sometimes I have those and sometimes I don't, and it's hard to tell which are which. So I was a little bit worried that was something that was going to come to pass. But if we've all had the same dream, maybe not. That's great news.
If we all had the same dream, then perhaps it passed by the dream?
What
Maybe
the fuck
maybe it
does
was
that
real.
mean?
Perhaps it was just another timeline.
On that note, I'm going to step in as the GM for a moment.
Okay.
So
We
you
have been
guys
stagnating for about 20 minutes.
You guys have by yourselves talked about a number of sort of like loose threads that exist in the world for you to pursue.
This is true.
So let's try to figure out where you guys want to head next.
Cassandra wants to find the Emperor.
Okay, that's a scene that can happen. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to do?
Gonna let Cassandra have her day.
Ray, I do know that you were forced to give up your lovely corgi bomb. Do you wish to perhaps peruse the vendors in the streets for some replacement explosives?
And that sounds alright.
All right.
Okay, so Chip and Ray are going shopping for the day. Cassandra's going to see the Emperor. Lynx, Nim.
I gotta be honest, Lynx isn't exactly interested in any of this.
Yeah.
He's here because he needs his certification.
That's fair.
But of course he's like, I'm not going to abandon the people that have literally saved my life time and again.
If you come shopping with us, I can give you a little extra credit.
You want some more acid bombs?
Wow, that could go a few ways.
That could go a few ways.
That
Who needs the protection more, I think? Do you think Cassandra will be fine going to find the Emperor alone?
To be fair, we're in the middle of his palace. If he wants us dead, he can probably call in like 10 level 10 wizards to just turn us all into frogs.
You know what? You got a point.
He sure could.
And what about Nimbus?
I might just stay on the ship, making no noise and pretending I do not
Pretend I do not exist.
Cassandra, I know I am in no position to ask you for a favor. But if there is any chance you might sway the Emperor towards a more merciful solution, I would be forever indebted.
I will see what I can do.
You're a saint.
Or is she?
I literally
Is she?
stabbed the guy for you. Ray,
I'm
stabbed
literally
a man
trying
for you.
as hard as I can to avoid any kind of violence.
Like, I took a bullet, basically, for you.
A bullet.
So,
The
like,
opposite of taking a bullet.
let's go, Professor.
I
Ray,
do need
like,
more bullets.
grabs Chip and starts dragging him away.
I
No,
think I'm just
my
going
jacket.
to lie down on the floor here and take a nap.
I suppose I'll tag along with Ray and the professor.
All right, so we'll
Could be
jump
fun.
to. We'll do
It's
Cassandra's
like, I
scene
stabbed
first.
an emperor for her, and she's so ungrateful.
Yes, dear. Yes.
We'll do Cassandra's scene first, and then we'll go shopping. So Cassandra, you can find the Emperor sort of. He's currently, because it's early in the morning, still within his private chambers.
Good for him.
Maybe I should wait. Cassandra asks whoever's standing outside the door, is like, is it appropriate for me to go in there? Probably not.
They just kind of like point to the ring on your finger. And they go like,
Oh, that's right. Well, I can talk to him with this, right? I give it a second.
Hello?
Are you free to talk?
about a few seconds pass and the door just opens. You know what? I can hear. Come on, come in.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Incredible.
Very minimalistic room. Like it has a bed and a desk. And he's kind of like on the desk. Like there's a candle that's been like fully burnt out. Like he has, and you can see like bags under his eyes. He physically has not slept all night.
Good for him.
You're doing
There's
all
a
right.
voice. Don't trust him.
I apologize. I've been working all evening. I'm afraid.
I understand. I heard a little bit about what happened last night.
Yes, Ray was threatening to tell you. Honestly, I didn't know if you would believe Ray or not. I was going to clear things up, but
I honestly can't tell when she's exaggerating or not. So, but it was not mildly concerning. It was concerning. but
I'm sure it was.
possible.
Hindsight being 2020, and God help us if it's anything like this year becomes anything like that. I really immediately after discovering the information about you that we did, I really should have approached that last situation a little bit more tactfully, but I was a bit caught up in the moment.
It's all right. I understand. But I am slightly concerned, as Nim is a very close friend of mine, one of the first friends I made after I got out of the Treladarian Towers, and
I would never harm Nim.
Thank you.
Physically.
Is it all right if I ask
Physically.
what her plans are for her?
Hmm?
Is it all right if I ask what your plans are for her and her family situation?
Currently, it's kind of letting her. And Cassandra, I'll ask you, don't tell her this, please. It's nothing bad. Honestly, currently, I think I can do more damage to her family and mother and father's psyche by just the knowledge of them knowing that something could happen.
I see.
This is more or
That
less.
sounds fucking horrible.
This is more or less the long game right now. And let Nim decide whether the butler will go free. He's currently reporting back that I know everything. And they will become increasingly worried, and I'm hoping more docile because of it.
That's very smart.
I try to be smart. If I can't be smart, then I have to have Tora do things, and asking Tora to do things is very risky. He's kind of the Ray of our family.
Jesus.
Well, I can understand that. I wanted to thank you again for everything.
I apologize that things had to end on such a note.
No, it's all right. They usually end on a strange note with this group.
I can see that. I mean, how many groups of people can say they've done what you all have done?
True. And I just wanted to since I'm not sure when we'll end up leaving, and I suppose I would appreciate your openness after I'm gone, just in case. But I figured since, well, the rings and everything, and you should probably just know if this is going to go anywhere. So, and she'll just slide him a little piece of paper that will have a little something written on it that I will send to Will.
Ooh.
So yeah, just yes.
He'll read over it for a moment. He'll kind of like close it.
Will.
It just has like a one sentence on it that just yeah.
I don't know what that sentence is.
Wait, I'm gonna see if I can like message you in Facebook.
You can message me in Zoom or Discord, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, Zoom. That's right. How do I message like one person? Oh, that's how that works.
It has a
Chat
private chat function. I've been using it with McKenna and Ray. I've been using
And
it
then
with
she
Nim
leans
and
in.
Ray throughout the evening, actually.
She leans in
Wait,
and
I
whispers.
don't have any
Damn it.
messages for
I can
you.
spell. Not bad. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I can't spell.
Oh, I'm personally a Team
Girl.
Jacob.
Horrid.
Sorry, I
Thank
had to
you.
make that
Wow.
joke.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ha.
so I think like seeing that, I'm saying whatever name you might go by, does not change how I feel about you. And
Thank you.
yeah, he kind of like does like the hand on your head thing and like does like a quick kiss on your cheek.
You're so sweet.
It's
And
like,
he's a dwarf too.
mhm.
And there's a pin bent over. That's adorable.
I imagine you're sitting right now, so it's sort of like he like reaches over and like does the caress.
He's
in
in a high chair.
Sure.
Liberal short king.
And now McKenna will make art of that, and it will be
We
glorious.
stand a short king.
But yeah,
I'll leave you to your work.
it is heavy to wear the clothes of the Emperor. But
Do try
I'm
to get
happy that you are able to lighten the load of it.
My pleasure. And do try to get some sleep.
Eventually. A 2,000 step plan won't plan itself, you know?
Oh,
Oof.
of course not.
That's gracious.
I'm going to see if I can catch up with the others in the market.
Good luck.
I think that's where they're going.
I hope so. There's some very interesting markets in town. They might find something eclectic.
Oh, fun. Well, I'll leave you to it. Bye.
All right. And yeah, with that, we'll zoom out and zoom back into the market with our 3 people going shopping. You guys are able to easily find basically any sort of stores that you need. There are stands that sell fireworks and stuff here. So, like, Ray can easily get a replacement corgi for, like, 5 gold.
Perfect.
A replacement corgi.
Explosive.
But yeah, otherwise, if you guys have any other sort of shopping you'd like to do, you can buy the items if you have the gold.
As far as I know, no. Lynx is up to date on just about everything.
Okay.
I was curious if they had, this is entirely just RP stuff, if they had any, like, medical journals I'd never seen before, possibly alternative,
There is some.
Alternative facts?
There is some. You can get a textbook on it for, I would say, 10 gold pieces.
all right.
And if you spend 14 hours reading the textbook, you can get a bonus to your medicine checks.
I will start doing, like, an hour of that, like, every
But you
little
need
bit
to
in the
do it
sessions.
within 2 weeks. So you need at least an hour a day.
Is the book disintegrating?
No, it's just like it's a magic book.
I mean, you said 14 hours?
14 hours. It's not bad.
You can knock that out in a night. You can.
In my backstory, I went to
In a
medical
night?
school, so I have no problem with all-nighters.
Alrighty. Cassandra will catch up to all of y'all. Nim, you're sitting on the boat.
Yeah, but Nim is just like sitting probably like close to the bow of the boat. Like Merle is on her lap, and she's just kind of like absent-mindedly like giving him little head scritches. And just like fully 1,000 yards staring out at the horizon.
Some of the servants will kind of like walk up and say, "We do have some leftover cookies. I'm afraid they're the lotus-shaped ones, which evidently are a bad idea, but here you go." Walk away.
I will like just despondently munch on a cookie.
Make a fortune save. Just kidding.
Oh no!
Just kidding.
When we return, I do take a little bag of something I got in the market, and I hand Nim a kind of folded cookie. And I said, "There's apparently a little wisdom inside."
Use a little wisdom at the moment, and I'll open it up.
Roll a D100.
What wisdom? Oh.
Roll a D100.
Oh?
I have a fortune cookie table.
Also, is the
Nice.
boat moored? Is it tied to the pier?
Yes.
93.
93.
Or is it not moving?
Though old bonds may shatter, the new ones you forge will be made stronger by it.
Oh.
Nim bursts into tears again.
Oh,
God, what have I
no! Wait, this was a mistake. Oh
That's
no!
a brutal one.
I passed the rest of the fortune cookies to Lynx. Get rid of these.
He just kind of starts eating
Another
them.
one.
I like through the tears give Merle like a little piece of the fortune cookie to nibble.
All right, you know what? I'm very tempted about this table of yours, Will. So I'm going to roll.
Roll it.
Say
Lynx
one
has
cookie.
eaten 3 already.
With the fortune
30.
inside.
30. Okay, give me a sec.
I'm imagining Lynx is just downing the cookies like this piece of paper and all.
Like, no. He's absolutely, like, cracking them in half once he realizes there's paper in them. And just kind of, like, taking a peek at them.
How many did
Just
he
like,
eat before he realized there was paper in them, Cooper?
just one!
While strength and power may hold true, heart is what will often hold you.
Damn.
He was really stressed about you crying, so...
Cassandra will take one,
Roll
because
me a
why not?
D100. Fortune cookie table is getting work.
In for a penny.
In for a pound. 43, that's not that far away. Topical.
Topical.
Often things that are lost can be found once again when one stops looking.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn, these are
Yo, what?
That's why I said topical.
This is getting
Oh,
spooky.
That
this
one hurted.
this table do be kind of spooking me.
What are in these cookies?
So
I mean-
Lynx has taken a peek at 2 of them.
Okay.
I mean, carbs, probably.
So
57.
57 and 75.
I feel like that's cheating.
Okay,
Only
so
a little. But you
57
were telling him to get rid of them.
is good luck can be found when one has reached the limits of their own.
He, like, rolls his eyes and looks at the other one.
And then 75 is the memories that are often most painful are often the ones that comfort us most.
Okay, now he's hurt. Oh no.
This was a mistake.
These fortune cookies woke up and chose violence.
Peace was never an option.
I love that you guys rolled these numbers.
It's this fortune that makes him stop eating the cookies.
I with reluctance, I hand one to Ray.
Oh no. What do I roll?
A D100.
A D100.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Oh, sorry. It's
Versus fire is hot.
ah, wow.
Nice.
I don't know the memeing. How to do this
I
memeing.
like the one in the chat. Help! I'm being held captive in a cookie factory.
It didn't
God.
work.
It's slash
Didn't
roll,
work.
not rolling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You can also click the little dice button on the side.
There's a dice button?
There it
There's a
is.
dice button.
There's a dice button.
It's been
Oh.
what,
Oh,
19 weeks?
Huh?
There we go. That's a 24.
I mean, to be fair, we have all these lovely buttons on our character sheets that make us
Oh.
not have to roll.
That is true.
Though your own illusions may be shattered, your own truth will soon be found.
Oh,
Eh.
that's meaningless to me.
What are the rules for learning new languages?
It's a downtime activity, so something you could do on the boat if you wanted to. The crew is going to ask if you'd like to return to Lutania or go somewhere else.
I'll leave it up to the group, I suppose.
I think this should be Nimbus's choice.
I suppose returning to Latania might not be a bad idea.
Excellent. They will mention that there is some bad weather to the north on the route that you guys used to get here, so they're going to be going south and going up the coast of Izzul, Kalmia, and Magdia to get back to Lutania. And they'll need to stop. And they'll need to stop in a coastal town just near the border of Kalmia and Magdia to resupply.
Interesting.
Let's make it closer to Kalmia than Magdia.
We traveled quite a ways, didn't we? Goodness.
That
Yeah,
is
we
like
did.
that's a real huge workaround there.
It's a very large storm.
Yeah.
Is this a seasonal thing that happens?
It's not a seasonal thing, but recently they've noticed that like the air in the world has some people have been noticing that the air in the world has been more charged with magical energy, which has caused some storms and weather functions to be more severe.
I'm sure that has no bearing on anything.
But there's a number of like people who deny it, who don't think it's happening.
I'm sure.
Been there.
Moving right
Yeah,
along.
been there.
Been there.
I know a thing or two about
Wow.
that.
So yeah, you guys will, if you guys board back onto the boat, your rooms are the same rooms they were before.
Okay.
Inside of them are a variety of other gifts that have been left to you. In Cassandra's room, ooh, and Nim, you get a hero point from Rabble Rouse.
You?
Nice,
Oh,
good job, Rabble.
that's my little brother. Thank you.
Thanks,
Aw.
Walter.
Quickly, let's do something dangerous then.
So as I was
Use
saying,
it.
number of things. Number one, there's a number of gifts in each of your rooms. I'll start with Cassandra and work our way down. Cassandra, inside of your room is just like a number of just very fine, like silk garments and things that have been left for you. So your wardrobe has gotten an upgrade.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Lynx, inside of your room is a number of books that have been wrapped into a paper. They are all basically text about the Magiscard wastes.
He raises a brow at this, but is definitely interested to learn more.
Nim, inside of your room is a small package.
Did Gunther's head?
No,
Hey,
it's
that's
not
what I'm
Gunther's
worried
head.
about.
It is slightly heavy.
Mm,
His heart.
I give it like a little
Ooh.
shake.
You hear a
Does it
sort
sound-
of sandy sound in it.
Ew. It's his ashes!
I
No, I'm not that cruel.
I as delicately as possible, just very gingerly open it up.
As you open it up, before you is a lovely box of teas. On
That are
the
poisoned.
top of it, a note says, I realize I may have caused you a fair amount of stress. Here's something to relax you.
A fair amount.
I will put them to the side to see if maybe my alchemist friend can just check them.
That's
Just like maybe check them out for me. Maybe my doctor friend. Give them like a quick little like, ooh, maybe they're poisoned. I don't. Ooh, who knows?
Chip,
Oh my god, that's so funny. Are they poison?
Are they poison?
inside of your room is a fair amount of furniture, a number of couches and things, and a note that says, "I heard that you have tenure." Something to decorate your
yes.
office with. Very bunch of fancy furnitures.
Is it even my office anymore?
Oh, no.
I'll make a second one, a secret one.
A secret office. And then Ray, inside of your room, there does not appear to be any gifts, but there is a second bed set up on the right side of the room, and sitting there is someone that you would recognize as your roommate.
What?
What the fuck?
Now, this is the first time the audience has actually seen them, so I'm going to describe them. They look exactly like Ray.
Oh!
What the?
However, they are in like a more prim and proper attire. Like they are very much in Victorian, goth, like very much Victorian, like Strahd-like attire, Barovia attire. And she's kind of just like sitting on the edge of the bed. It's like, you really are such a wild disappointment.
Ray just looks around and goes, "Fuck!"
Cassandra will knock on the door and I'm like, "You all right in there, Ray?"
Oh!
Do you open the door?
Not. Can I come in?
Ray's just like, okay.
Ray, you go and open the door, and when you turn back around, the inside of the room has become very nice looking. There's like a number of like workout equipment that's been put in there for you, as well as like a
Christ.
punching bag. There's no bed or roommate in sight.
Everyone's going crazy.
This has something to do with your boyfriend? I swear to God.
If what has something to do with your? Did something happen? I heard you say "fuck" really loud, and I was walking by, and I just wanted to make sure you didn't.
Ray pulls Cassandra by her dress top and goes, "If this is from your boyfriend, I swear on the gods."
Ray, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you just hear in your ear, "That's not very ladylike. Your aunt will be so disappointed."
Oh no.
It
Do I have to
begins.
see somebody?
You don't.
Ray just like slowly lets go of Cassandra and goes, "I need a moment. I need a moment."
Okay. I'll leave you to it, and I'll close the door. And I'll go, "Damn, I think she's finally lost it."
What do you mean finally?
Yeah.
Oh, is the prophesied day finally come? Poke my head out in the hall.
Prophesied
Do you
day!
mean to imply that she hadn't lost it many moons ago?
Maybe even more so.
No, this is worse!
I mean, I don't think that can be true. The boat isn't on fire.
True.
All right, I'll
It's
come
not,
out
is it?
and to check in with Cassandra.
I don't know what is going on, but she grabbed me by my dress and threatened if Reverend did something, which I am unsure what. She swore to the gods, and I'm not sure about what. But her room, it was exactly the same.
Can I like open the door and peek in as like quietly as possible? Just like a little like.
Sure, make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Ray, as you like close the door and turn back around, it was back to being your dorm room in Lutania again.
Oh God.
Like not
kind of-
entirely, but
What is
like
this
just
sorcery?
like the bed is there, and like this like very prim, proper, like orderly version of yourself is sitting there. Like, you've forgotten all of your lessons, and I've been
What
trying
is
to
this
remind you for so
sorcery?
long.
Did you ever have a roommate?
Technically, that's an 8 with clever improviser.
God.
I whisper to Nim, I'm like, is she talking to herself again?
You hear the door creak open. What do you do?
Ray turns around and he looks all crazy. He goes, "What do you want?" Hey in there. What do you want from me?
I'm concerned.
Get out.
Okay.
Get out right now.
Okay.
Ray, you turn around. The room has returned to normal.
Oh, are we all gathering for dinner?
What is the sorcery? What is the sorcery? What is, you guys just hear like her like
Ray, check your Zoom private chat for me.
I mean, if you're wanting to listen in, it's good to use a glass against the wall.
Give me a second.
I once overheard someone plotting a murder.
What? Lynx isn't here, but what?
I was
Oh,
typing.
Will saving their.
Saving against Will.
I'd like you to say that out loud as Ray.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh no.
Here.
Is this mental collapse?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god.
Something else happened in the dungeon that I'm not aware of.
Oh god. Oh no.
so.
Oh god.
I think I told you everything.
So she didn't get zapped or hit on the head or any.
You mentioned a crown with magical powers, right?
Oh.
What do you mean she's always been like this?
Oh, she did touch Dreven's evil crown.
Ray opens the door and gets out. She just like opens the door and closes it and goes,
Slams right into
Ray,
my
in
face.
front of you, who is standing outside of Ray's room? There are three
I have my
yous.
head wholly against the door.
There are three yous just standing there looking at you.
Oh, are you all right, Ray?
Ray just walks past them.
Are we going to dinner?
As you walk down the hallway, like any of the mirrors in the hallway will begin to sort of like spew similar sort of vitriol at you.
No, 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 no. Ray's covering her ears. No, 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 no. She just keeps walking. No, no.
Can
No.
one of you detect magic?
Oh gosh, yes, good idea. I will detect that magic.
Hopefully.
Perhaps.
So I don't know how this. So there's no ruling in the book of how this would sort of. There's no ruling in the book of how this would sort of detect. I would say that it does not detect as magic.
Eesh. I'm not detecting any magic, but I can read aura.
No aura.
Will.
By now, Ray is smashing windows
Oh,
with like
dear.
her
Oh, dear.
bare fist. She is smashing and smashing and smashing.
You know what? Cassandra's gonna take one for the team and attempt to brain drain
Oh.
Ray to figure out what's going through her head.
Do it.
I'm sorry.
There may not be a whole lot in there to begin with.
You're what?
Oh, Professor!
This could help.
He said the quiet part out loud.
If she's smashing windows, then
Click the spell.
Or
I mean,
mirrors,
if it's
sorry.
not magical, could I do some sort
Smashing
of
all the
medicine
mirrors.
check?
Make me a will save, right?
ooh, the damage is horrible. Yay, that's perfect.
Relatable.
That's 17.
failure.
Failure.
Alright,
Yay!
so I will say, Ray, your mind feels a sudden jolt as Cassandra casts a spell, but as it does, the visions dissipate.
Ray just flops to the floor like a fish.
Oh dear. I am going to run up and do a medicine check.
This
just
is
for
while you
that.
guys are on the sea, by the way.
He just flops on the floor like a fish.
Square
But
pants.
the Hold on, is the ship underway now?
The ship is underway. This is like the middle of the
Oh,
first
no.
day of travel.
Oh no.
Chip stops
indeed.
immediately what he's doing.
Oh
Excuse me.
no!
Can I press the digitation the barf like before it comes out of his mouth?
I have to run. I'm running up to the deck.
Yes, Chip runs up to the
I
deck and
get covered
creates a
in
rainbow.
vomit.
Chip runs up to the deck and creates a rainbow.
So I don't get any of her memories.
You do.
Ooh.
Here are the memories you're going to grab.
Okay.
The only memory that you will get is one of an older sort of elven woman who is looking down at you and is saying, "Well, at least your family left me a tool to use." Looking down at Ray.
Oh. Yeah.
Flopping like a fish.
Rainbows.
Cassandra's gonna kind of like try and pull Ray onto her lap to like stop the like flopping and just kind of like pet her hair. It's like, it's all right. It's all right.
And with that, the ship will continue to travel. Some days will pass. Ray will not have another episode. However,
I'm extremely dehydrated.
you are extremely dehydrated. The staff keep you hydrated as much as they can. The ship will then eventually dock on the border of Kalmia and Magdia. The crew will say, "You have we'll have a few days here before we can resupply it. The storm is still passing." And as you guys exit the ship, sort of like into like this large town, it is orderly. Like every single plant is trimmed to perfection. Every single street is perfectly clean. And as you exit the dock area and go to like a square, there is a large sort of statuette in the middle of two elven figures. Ray, you immediately recognize this as your home.
Ray jumps in the water and tries to swim away.
Oh,
Oh, there she goes.
there she
And
goes.
as people begin to like look and kind of like point towards you, that's where we will end this session.
Haha, they what?
Do they like screech? Like,
No, it's like, it's the young mistress.
oh no.
Ray's like drowning herself in the river.
All of us just wait.
Say
Yeah,
what?
and that's where we'll end the session. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming out tonight.
Oh, boy.
Do not forget to come and check us out next week to learn a little bit more about Ray's past.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Same.
And to learn a little bit more of what's going on with Ray. Ooh, scary. Has
Too
she ever
much.
had a roommate? No.
Oh.
Oh God.
There's
So
a
she's
reason
just
why.
playing that harmonica at a wall, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
An unappreciative wall.
Unappreciable.
Oh,
None of us ever went
God.
Ray's room.
None of you did. And the audience never saw the roommate. They were always covering themselves up.
Oh no.
I found that cool. So yeah, you know.
Oh,
$10 says there are no children in the streets.
There are no children in the streets because children should be kept locked away unless they're at school, and that's something your aunt firmly believes.
Agreed.
Ooh,
Your aunt
boy.
was right.
Oh no.
So join us next week for more of that. And don't forget to keep an eye on our socials for some of the D&D stuff that's going to be launching. It'll be a fun time. We're going to get started with those sessions soon. I might, depending on if I get another Friday free earlier, hop on with a couple of the people and do like a sort of mini session negative 0.1 so type of thing with them and have some fun with that. Maybe talk to the player about like the character archetype they want to play, what they want to do with their character, and that type of thing live on stream. I think that could be really fun for us. But anyways, thank you so much for coming down. I've been Will. This has been Tabletop Rolls. I've been joined by the lovely Matthew, McKenna, Cooper, Abby, and Shy.
Bye.
Don't forget to go check us out on social media at Tabletop Rolls. Don't forget to check Abby out on social media at Abby's World is a Stage.
Yee.
And don't forget to go check out Shy's Not Shy's Twitch channel to have some fun with that. Paizo is back up and running.
Huzzah!
So I think we're going to raid Paizo tonight. I think that could be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh. Back to the source.
Yes, back to the source of the books.
Back
So
to
if
the
everyone's
source.
okay with that, just give me a moment to get that going. I just need to be able to get to their channel name. It is spelled
Gone.
OFFICIAL capital PAIZO.
Why was that so funny?
Why was that so funny?
Because I'm me and I don't know how to exist in the world some days. And here we
I was
go.
talking about Abby just like
I'm
booming her
just
ears
going
off.
to my ears out.
Ugh.